These pictures very much tell you India's COVID-19 story. From the first wave to a period of relative calm to now what experts are calling a deadly second wave. The number of cases has increased at an alarming pace in the past few weeks. The number of deaths has also been rising consistently. I'm outside one of the most prominent hospitals in Delhi, where ambulances have been coming every few minutes. The scenes are not very different in other cities like Mumbai and Bangalore. But not every patient who comes gets a bed straight away. And that is causing massive anxiety to patients and their families.
ते 1.5 दिवस इथं राहिले, पण काही ऑक्सिजन नंतर त्यांना व्हेंटिलेटर मिळाला नाही. अति आवश्यक होती व्हेंटिलेटरची, पण आम्हाला एक फोन आला त्याच्यानंतर अमरावतीवरून का इथं बेड अवेलेबल आहे. मग आम्ही आपले पेशंट इथं आणले.
The period between March to November last year saw many hospitals, including this one, battle several peaks. Then came a significant drop in cases. Businesses started functioning, markets became crowded, airport and railway traffic also saw a huge jump. Dance clubs, malls, gyms and swimming pool all started functioning at full capacity. Crowded festivals like Holi and very recently the Kumbh Mela were also being organized. Big election rallies were held in 5 poll-bound states. And one thing was common among all of them. COVID safety protocols were not being followed. People were not maintaining social distancing and were not wearing masks. It seemed India had defeated the dreaded virus. But as it turns out, it was a mistake, a big one. Now doctors say they have to bear the brunt.
You reach the hospital and it is absolute pandemonium. Patients, oxygen saturations dropping, patients getting ventilated, your juniors calling you to be in the ICU at that point in time. And inside the COVID ICU, it's a completely, it's a mind-boggling scenario at times, especially at the peaks of the pandemic.
Healthcare systems in many Indian cities are already overwhelmed.
So every day the rise in COVID-19 admissions has been phenomenal. This is not something which we saw last year.
Reports about shortage of life-saving drugs, ICU beds and oxygen have started to come from across the country.
सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करेंगे. सभी दुकानदार
But outside it seems there is no threat of COVID. I'm just outside one of the busiest markets in Delhi. And as you can see, people are walking pretty close to each other. There is no social distancing. Many people are not even wearing masks. There is a loudspeaker announcement that's constantly telling people to follow COVID safety protocols, but there seems to be no impact. Apart from lax approach to safety protocols, some experts also believe that a new variant could be responsible for the rise.
The way the charts have climbed is really quite amazing. We went from 10 million to 11 million cases in 66 days, from 11 to 12 million in 34 days, and 12 to 13 million in about 15 days. So that's very, very scary, that rate of change. Now, the question is what happened? If in December we were saying that enough number of people have been infected and therefore there is a downward curve, how can suddenly the same people become susceptible? The only logical explanation for this is that the virus has changed.
Experts say time is running out and India needs to take some stringent, urgent action to halt the spread. And one of them could be to increase the pace of vaccination. The country has so far administered about 100 million doses, but the pace further needs to pick up.
If we deploy vaccines at a large enough rate, then we will start shifting the pandemic. And there is scientific evidence for it. If you look at Israel, if you look at UK, the experience there shows that if you get roughly 40% of your population vaccinated, then you bring the pandemic almost to the baseline. Unfortunately, we are very far away.
Some experts also believe that a limited lockdown could also help in halting the spread. But lockdowns are a tricky business in India. A harsh lockdown like the one we saw last year makes millions of people jobless overnight. So what is the way out? Is it too late to halt the spread? Well, experts believe a mix of strategies could help. Limited lockdowns, ramping up the pace of vaccination, and strict adherence to safety protocols could help in slowing down the pace. But if that doesn't happen, healthcare workers believe they are going to find it much harder to cope with the wave this time.
When you get frantic calls from people that, my next of kin requires a bed, it really pains when you have to tell them, and it's a fact that, the beds are not there. So why did we allow it to come to this stage? And it's really emotionally tormenting. Even after 20 years of intensive care, facing each death is a pain.